Right. Let's get ready to start this up. Been playing for about a half an hour, and I was playing at level 3, I think 27, and it's pretty slow. I think I think it's sort of a dead zone. It's starting to look like, and people are getting stuck. I think between it looks like levels 300 and levels 500 roughly, and I can understand why. Um, May I offer some advice if you're one of those people? Um, I suggest that you play the new games and get yourself up to like new game 3 or 4, so that you can get more money for winning your fights. Because a lot of people are probably still playing on New Game Plus 1 and New Game Plus 2 and stuff because they want to be stronger than the bosses. But what ends up happening is you shoot yourself in the foot. Um, you're winning the boss fights, but you're not really getting paid well for them. One of the tricks that I did in order to get a max level character was, I got to the highest new game level as quick as I could. Um, and yeah, it was really hard, and very challenging because I still hadn't gotten all my skills worked out the way that I should, but it forced me to get better because I challenged myself. Uh, and so, like I say, if you're not interested in trying to get, a higher level character, or if you're not trying to get max level, then, fine, stay where you are. Um, but just as a piece of advice for those that are trying to max a character out, um, you have to play on like New Game 7, New Game 8. You have to. So we're playing with our friendly little chubby dude again today, like always. If you're curious, this is the build that we're going to be using today in the talismans. As you can see, we're level 125, nothing special. I'm not using any broken weapons. I'm not using any broken armor or buffs. Pretty much what you see is what you get. And this is just to prove that you don't need to do all that in order to be good at the game. And when I say good at the game, I'm not talking about the PvP part. It's a whole separate kind of branch of the game. But just the base game itself, not looking at the invasions and nothing like that. A character built this way can beat the game. So just a little bit of helpful stuff for you guys. As always, if you need or would like assistance, feel free to send me a message. My PlayStation ID is the same as my YouTube name. If you send me a note and let me know where I need to go, I'm more than happy to meet up with you and help you out with the boss. And the operative word here is help. I will not beat any boss for you. I will not watch you stand there and do nothing. I will not save your ass. But what I will do is I'll get out there and I'll give the best show of my life. And I promise you, we're going to do some major damage, if we do. All the boss fights that I'm going to be involved with today with this character are just going to be in the base game. This character has not gone to the DLC, and I don't plan on taking them to the DLC. I have 2 characters that I did take, and I can switch to those characters if people are interested. You just have to let me know. But it was slow, like I said, about level 300 or so. It looks like it might rain. Glad I got back in time. Um, Sorry about that. Got a distraction. But I was going to say, it looks like it's just sort of a slow time right now. It's the middle of the afternoon, and in the Western Hemisphere, uh, it's actually I won't even say Western. In the I guess in the Northern Hemisphere, it's in the fall season right now. At least where I am in the United States. Uh, and so I'm guessing a lot of folks are still out enjoying the day, which they should. Which they should. I had a chance to get out earlier and run some errands and kind of stretch my legs for a little bit, get a little fresh air. Got back in, took a little nap, and now I got my favorite cheap adult beverages, and I got my vapes ready, so I'm all good there. And let's see if we can help some folks out. Double check. If you're curious as to why I have Rykard turned off, it's not because I don't like that boss fight. I actually do. It's one of my favorite boss fights. But I don't like doing it with other people because a lot of hosts think that it's. I'm trying to think of the right word to use here. I think it's clever to walk inside and not start the match and wait for an invader to come so that whoever they summon to help them with the boss, they have to fight that invader before the host will move for whatever reason. Uh, and I'd just like to say that there's nothing clever, there's nothing funny, and there's nothing cute about doing that. Because essentially what you're doing is you're creating a setup. You're creating a setup for your co-op players. You're creating a setup for the invader. And really, in that whole situation, the only person that looks bad is you if you do it. Uh, and I think it's pitiful, and I think it's despicable that people do that. And honestly, if it were me and if I were the developers in the game, I would totally change that fight. I would put that sword outside of the arena, and then when you walk through the fog gate, the match starts immediately. The matches should start as soon as you walk into the arena. There shouldn't be any of that stuff of the host has to get a certain distance in before it starts, because it creates opportunities for people to do what I just said. And like I said, it's just really unfortunate that people do that because I'm an adult and I don't really like a lot of games. I'm in sales as well. I'm in business, um, and I don't play games with my clients. I don't play games with other people in general, and so the concept of playing a game within a game is a little bit more than my mind can handle because it's sort of like an inception of stupidity. So that's why I have that one turned off. Let me adjust this just a tad. Wow, it's super slow. Either that or people just don't want to call me, which is fine by me too. Because I think I said the other day, and I've said it before in other videos, the time is getting closer uh, for me to uh, get ready to stop. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's like everything sort of has a life cycle, in the sense that it comes out and it's first adopted, and then there's sort of that grinding phase, and then there's that phase of euphoria, when you finally figure it out, and then it just gets to a point where it just becomes an exercise. And I can say that, yeah, I'm about done with the exercises. The bosses, the boss fights are still great to me. The game still does have like a lot of cheesy cheat moments where the computer can cancel attacks and do all kinds of stuff like that, and you can see it in some of my videos. I call it out when I see it, um, or when the game is button reading, you can clearly see it, and things like that. Uh, I will say, like I said, overall, if I had to give a letter grade, like a academic grade to this game, I would probably give it a B. Um, and the reason why is because, uh, on the positive side, the flexibility in character creation, the number of weapons, the number of skills and attacks, amazing. I've never played a game like this where basically I can create sort of my own action figure, you know, and get him out there and get him doing stuff. And so that's cool. What brings the game down for me is, first off, as I mentioned before, the players and the personalities that I'm seeing in the play types. I'm seeing a lot of folks that appear to try to like to cheat or bend the rules or the game as much as they can. Uh, and I think that's unfortunate because a lot of people spent a lot of time and money and just obviously they poured their heart out into creating a game that's so intricate, and so for you to try to bend and break something that they spent so long working on is very disappointing and very telling about the people that are doing these tricks. uh, and then secondly, I'm not really happy with how the story is being told. I think there's an amazing story here, that's happening in this game. And you see moments of it in the cutscenes, and you see it when you read item descriptions or locations. You can see it in the geography. And I will say it's amazing that they've sort of left it open for you to be able to put the story together yourself. But I really do feel like after the DLC came out, there should have been a cutscene or something that sort of set the stage as to how we got to where we were. And there should have been something that sort of told us more about the backstory, and how we all got here. Now, don't get me wrong. There's plenty of YouTube videos, where folks are figuring it out and sort of connecting the dots of the lore, and they're telling the story, and it all makes sense in a lot of those videos. But I really wish that the developer would either come out with a book or like an anime or I wouldn't say a live action movie because that wouldn't really go well. I don't think so. But at least something to help us understand what's going on here. Um, at least a little bit more clearly. And I'd like to hear it from the developer, not just the conjecture of people's opinions and the things that they've observed. Uh, because as we all know, uh, we're all human, and unless you are a very, very, very mindful person, uh, observations can at times be very objective. Uh, and the thing is, you don't want it to be that, or they're very subjective, excuse me. You don't want it to be that way. You'd rather have something that's more objective, where it's sort of solid. Because clearly, whatever happened here is solid. we didn't get here by mistake. And I would just like a little bit more confirmation on those things. Amazing. As I say, this is taking a super duper long time. This is interesting. As always, never trust the host until you can watch them fight. Oh, excuse me. Very good. I didn't know what he was doing. I thought he was just wasting time because I've seen a lot of people do that. Wasn't having good feelings about that anyway. Hold on one sec. Let me check something. Yeah, we made a good decision there, I believe, in multiple ways. I don't think that character, the person that just called us up, was any good. I think that would have just been a waste of time if I would have stayed. Thank you all. Let me thank Sony for this. Thank you, Sony, for making people have profiles, whether they choose to share anything or not, because at the very least, I can see your screen name, and if you decided that you wanted to write a description, because I can read that, and it sort of gives me a little bit about who you are. And I've played this game and probably beat these bosses, I would say hundreds of times at this point. And I've seen patterns in gameplay. And don't be wrong, I don't really know you, and I don't claim to ever truly know who you are completely. But I can see what I need to see at this time to make a decision on whether or not we should move forward or whether or not I should leave. Like, I'm tired of like watching hosts stand around and waiting for other people to do their work for them. I'm tired of these really crappy builds that people have that they think are good. I'm tired of seeing people using the cut and paste builds that they see online. Um, because I've noticed that I have the most fun playing with people that have unique characters, where I can tell that they have thought about the way that they think and the way that they play, and they choose their armor and their weapons around that, and not trying to pretend to be somebody else that they're not. And it's not to say that, you know, those cut and paste builds don't work. A lot of them are amazing. I've never tried any of them, but you know, you see the videos, and I've played with some people that do them, uh, and yeah, they can do crazy damage. But the thing is, in order for that to work effectively, the player has to know how to use all of that stuff, and they also need to know, you know, when to use all of that stuff. And it's not just a matter of putting on the armor and having the weapons and the levels and the spells and the incantations. It's more than that. It really comes down to having some type of technique. And we're at a low level. Um, so by no means am I expecting to see perfection. I'm not saying that. And I haven't said that. So if anyone is thinking that, that's not the case. But what I am looking for is not uh, allowing yourself to be a victim. Um, in the sense of, I see a lot of people, they'll spam a move and they'll never move their feet, and then they'll get lit up and die. Uh, I see a lot of people that try to be opportunists, and the only time they'll attack is when the boss is completely facing away from them, and that's unfortunate because that means you're still scared for whatever reason. You're scared to get hit. You're scared to die. And the thing is, if you are scared to die, then how can you live? Because that thought of not dying is going to be that pervasive thought that's going to lead all of your actions through the rest of this game. And if you are always thinking about, oh my gosh, I can't die, oh my gosh, I can't let him hit me, oh my gosh, I can't, instead of thinking, all right, I need to get up in here and I need to find me, you know, a way to make some action happen. Uh, if you're not thinking in the right frame, you sort of defeat it before you even begun, and there's nothing I can do. I will say that I was very impressed with the DLC, in that I noticed that they made the bosses in such a way that hosts have a harder time running away or not being involved. And I do appreciate that. We'll give it a second. I don't know what we're doing. He's got a good armor set on for this fight. Uh-oh, I'm using my bad controller, so I need to be a little bit more mindful of my moves. They get so loose. Felt my fingers slip off the controller. You didn't miss the opportunity. There's your chance. What are you waiting for? I'm hit. They're not. I'm gonna Dude is kind of lame. He's gonna die when we get to the Elden Beast. If he didn't have that armor on, that would have been it. Moving around a lot today. Let's do it. Surprised he didn't go for the grab right there. That was out of stamina. He would have got that totally. It's the dangerous thing about that move. It leaves you very vulnerable at the end if you're out of stamina. Get out of the way, dumbass. Hit him. I'm done. I'm gonna take his Elden Star. I'm gonna manage this. It's his. Don't do this. I was going to say, that thing should have exploded 5 seconds ago. What you gonna do, stab me? Think I'm an idiot? You're gonna run into that? Yeah, go ahead, brother. Where are you going? Missed. It's okay. Oh, yeah, missed. It's gonna come after me. Nope. Yeah, he would have been dead. The host would have been dead if it wasn't for that armor set. It's probably one of the best armor sets to use. Why are you running away? Where are you going? Where are you going? I tell you, let him get it. Let him get the rings, please, because he's being a coward. Thanks. Thanks. Because I'm the biggest threat. That's why. It's fine. Where's the host? All that running. That's what I'm talking about. Like, just good fundamentals. That dude got hit by almost everything that he could. And like I said, I'm not gonna beat it. I'm not gonna beat it for you. I'm just not. I'll help you. And as long as you're hitting, I'm gonna keep hitting. But if I see you stop hitting, then I'm gonna stop hitting because yeah, I have no desire to help cowards. And if you want somebody to save you, then you can go and talk to the let me solo her guy. Uh, and even now, I see what he'll do is if you watch some of his live streams when he's fighting the last boss in the DLC, he just stands back and casts heal from afar. Uh, and he just watches you make your mistakes. And so pretty soon, yeah. I hope that there are some players that are actually, taking time and learning how to play the game, um, and offering assistance to people. I've seen a couple of them, and I don't know if they're players that have been playing a little while like me, or if they're new guys. Um, but some of them are really generous. Like some of them, they'll start love the boss and stuff for you. That's not gonna happen here, not at all. Because the way I feel about it is, it's not like you were just given a character and that was it. It's not like it's Mario Brothers, where Mario is just Mario, and yeah, he can get firepower, flower power, whatever like that. But for the most part, it's pretty standard. Uh, you made that character. You chose the weapons. You chose the skills. You chose your armor. You chose how much HP you were going to have. You chose all of those things. And so now you don't have the choice to not fight. You don't have the choice to stand back and just watch. Because you're, quote unquote, so. Let me see so good. Show me how good you are. And Rivers of Blood is a bad choice for this boss fight.
Hey!
This is the same guy from before. Why is he zigzagging like that? Dude is the biggest coward. I'm done. I'm done. See how long this is taking? See what happens when you're an opportunist? Ooh, there goes one. There goes the second one. Leave them. Leave all your rooms. Thank you. You weren't ready. And you were wanting everybody else to carry you. And so, no. All those rooms are gone now. There was 2 losses back to back. You didn't pick them up. Now, if you call me again, we can play. You needed to lose that money. And if you call me back and you start swinging at me, I'm going to stay. And we can do that again. And he's calling me back. This is the same guy, I bet. Because it happens so fast. You mad? You're really upset, aren't you? It's good. Now use that anger and focus on the boss. Nope, somebody different. This is not going to go well. Where you going? Where you going, buddy? Oh, no, no, no. Hell no. Got it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Kill it. Kill it. Let's kill it. He disconnected. Or did we had a connection issue? Yeah. I should have guessed. should have guessed. I was just looking at the profile of that guy that called me twice and died both times without really putting in any work. It's he's got the telltale profile, like the signature of people that don't want to work. You gonna fight this time? Should have switched controllers, but it's okay. We'll do one more with the bad controller and then I'll switch over. Excuse me. You're not gonna hit him? That's fine. Don't hit him. Now you got hit. Welcome to the fight, brother. Glad you could join us. You're making bad decisions, sir. If you're not moving over here to hit him, you're making bad decisions. You're making bad decisions. You're making bad decisions. It's like you made too many bad decisions back to back to back. The first bad decision was your choice not to fight. Your second bad decision was trying to lure him to me. Don't use other players as shields. It's not good for them. Because the other person that came in wants to win just as much as you. So what right do you have to once again set them up? I did my share. I took off half of his life myself. I've done more than enough. It's like, just learn how to play the game. Is that too much to ask for? For you to take some responsibility in the game that you bought or that was given to you or whatever? I don't really feel like it is. Have a little bit of responsibility for yourself in the game. Because at the end of the day, whether I die or not, you're going to remember me. And you're going to remember that moment where your choices got you killed. Because you're so good. Don't use rivers of blood against Radagon people. Unless you really know how to use that katana. It's not a good idea. Not a good idea. Oh. I wonder how long he's been there. That person. Obviously not long enough. You've learned nothing. You learned nothing. It's fine. All those books. I wonder if um what's his name? If Gideon is horn sent. He's trying it again with different people. He's been in the fight for 4 minutes now, so he might actually have a chance. He may have found two suckers that are willing to do his work. And so, listen, I honestly don't feel bad at all for doing those things, because I was working. I was doing everything while he was flipping and running around and panic rolling and running away and all that other stuff. Fine. I said the game is hard for a reason, and it's really not unreasonably hard. It just requires you to put a little bit of yourself into it, a little bit of time. Pay attention. So in an ideal world, the people that do that and they die a couple times, they'll block me, I'm hoping, so that way I don't have to see them and they don't have to see me. Because I'd rather not play games with people that aren't interested in playing themselves. Like, I don't want to force you to do anything that you don't want to do if you're not ready. Let's see where we're going this time. I haven't had a fire giant fight today, so it would be good. It worked surprisingly well, didn't it? You guys gonna die with the Bloodhound thing. A bit too far, maybe. Yeah, I felt like I was too far. So, it's like I only cast 2 buffs to go into that fight, right? But that's it. Yeah, that's why I record this too, is because I mean it's like if you are one of the unfortunate ones to be on the backside of dying because of your lack of effort, you can see what I see. It's all right here, clear as crystal. Now that last host was actually doing a pretty good job. He just couldn't get his feet up off the ground quick enough. Um, and he had bad timing with his spells. Some of those spells, well, yeah, they do a significant amount of damage. They take a little while to cast, and the cooldown time is a little bit long. And so, inevitably, what ends up happening is either you get caught in the wind up, or you get caught in the cooldown. And so, the solution to that is either get more space before you cast them, because you can use a talisman that will allow you to throw those rocks almost all the way across the screen and hit with accuracy. There is a talisman that you can use if you test it. But welcome to the sorry state of Elden Ring. You know, about a year ago it wasn't this bad. Even 6 months ago it wasn't this bad. Well, it was, I'll say, because I have videos that you can go back and watch where you'll see the same thing. It's just that my tolerance for allowing that and being an enabler in that sense has gone down tremendously. It's what it is. Because I've talked to a couple of people that play the game that are doing that, where they're just skipping the story, just muscling through it, using co-op to beat all the bosses, um, and speaking to them live, like over the PlayStation with voice to voice. Um, the personality types are a little bit different. And it's not bad. It's just y'all need to find each other and work together, and leave people like us alone so that we can do our work. It was the same guy for the fourth time. Now he's done the three-time rule. If he calls me back again, I'm going to block him. Simple as that. Because he's so much of a coward that he called two people because he needs more shields. Why don't you use a shield? That wouldn't maybe that would be a good idea for that player if they decided to put a shield in their build to maybe help block some of that stuff, because obviously they can't evade. But that's the reason why they put them there, because they wanted to give you the ability to win. Like, everything you need to win the game is already in the game, and you don't have to use co-op to win. I mean, they give you everything for every play style if you just take the time to go and find it and play the game. It's just amazing to me.
Hollis, MOG Peach.
Hey, how's it going? Playing a little bit of boss fights at a low level today. Kind of slow. A lot of crappy players. One guy called me back 3 different occasions and died all 3 times by doing absolutely nothing but standing there and jumping and doing jump attacks when Radagon has his back turned to him completely and he thinks he's safe.
Jajaja.
Exactly. So.
People are toxic, lol.
They are. They are. I said it just amazes me that you spend money on a game and you're not even making any effort. Not you, the person I'm speaking to, but just the proverbial you. But I don't understand how people in general can spend money on a game and not take time to learn how to play it, and then use co-op for everything. Co-op for everything, so that they let other people beat the game for them. Because to me, that seems like a waste of time and money. If you were just going to watch, you can watch videos of the game for free on YouTube, and you could have saved that money and done something else with it. But you bought the game, and now you can't play it, and you won't even invest yourself to play it. It's just, I'm turning into Midra. May chaos take the world. I understand how madness occurs now in this game.
Fuck that, I already broke a controller, lol. MOG happy tears.
Yeah, this game will test you. When I when I first started, I've been recording now for over a year, and there's videos of me when I first started playing the game getting my ass kicked, and in some of them I just had to turn the game off, man. I got so angry, and I'm sitting on my couch, and my body is shaking because I'm so frustrated and so full of losing. But the thing is, that's what makes you better. When you can take that emotion, when you can take that feeling and channel it into something productive, which is getting yourself better at the game, then it's an amazing feeling when you win. Not when somebody does it for you. It's just here we're gonna well out on the fire giant. This guy's been to the DLC because he's got dragon form, so he should be good, right? You would think he would be good, right? So we'll see how good this person is. Bad thing about dragon form is you take a heck of a hit on your defense, uh, and so if he gets hit, he's gonna get one shot and he's gonna die immediately.
They call a lot for those missions LOL. Emoji happy tears.
Oh, big guy. Where's the host? Anybody know where the host is? Anybody seen the host? Since this fight started? Where's the host? 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 Oh, back off in the corner. Hey, buddy. You want for your eyeball? I'm hit. I'm hit. I'm hit. No, I'm not. Oh, he's good. The boy is good. I'm dead. Maybe not. He was aiming for me because I pissed him off the most. It's all good. It's all good. I didn't dodge roll, so I just took that one. I wasn't really happy with the plan that I was seeing anyway, so I'm not too mad at that. I had pretty much given up because the host wasn't participating. They were off in the corner being a coward, shooting that stupid dragon breath. Like, I just get tired of playing with cowards, man. Alright. Yeah, the reason why I died there, that wasn't a surprise. I didn't do my dodge roll. I just kept running straight. I thought I had gotten far enough underneath him where his arm couldn't hit me, and so it grazed
Oh
me.
man, what happened?
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. I should have dodge rolled forward when he swung, and I was just running straight in, and I think the edge of his arm grazed against me. Because when he slams down on the ground, he drops his elbow too, which makes the hit box that he has a lot larger, like the way that he can hit you. He hits his hands and then he drops down to his elbow, and if you're in the way of his elbow, you can get caught. It's like I saw it coming, so I wasn't too shocked.
Again.
Yeah, we'll get it right this time. You can just. I don't understand when people cast outside of the fog gate here because the thing is, it doesn't. There's no value. Uh, you should cast right here. Because the thing is, those spells last for a certain amount of time, and all you're doing is wasting seconds. Good use of a shield. Homeboy's fast putting that shield up. He took that stomp. Come on. Where's the host going? I want to be with the host. Come on now. Where's the second phase? Let's just say, come on now. Yeah, that last time I died, they said his elbow was just cut out of the scene so you couldn't see it, but that's what he did. He dropped his elbow down and killed me. Of course, both sons come after me because... Oh, it's me and you, buddy. See how he drops his whole arm? That's what gets you. His elbows. See how his elbows on the ground? See, if you roll forward, you don't get hit by his elbow. Get all that damage. Oh! Roll. So you roll, you don't get hit. If you run it, you're going to get hit. Your little funky butterflies. That's how you do it. Look at him. He's doing it. I got your boy. He's doing the thing, the Mikola thing to me. Charmed him. Little dude. That's how you do it. Yeah, the fire giant can be a tricky fight. The trick is, like I said, you just have to be mindful of his arms. His arms are like super duper long. And I've seen him like almost drop all the way to the ground to try to hit you. Actually, he does when he does that elbow drop. When he gets up in the air and he drops his whole body to the ground like that. Like he's trying to use his whole body as a weapon. But if it's your first time joining, I am a older gamer. I'm not as young as probably a lot of you guys. I'm 46 years old playing Elden Ring. Pretty good at it. I've never played any other games like this. No Bloodborne or Sekiro or none of the other Dark Souls games or nothing like that. But I have been playing this game for the last 2 years, like since it came out. I think I got it maybe a couple weeks after the game was released. It's glitching out. He's like sliding around. You see him sliding all over. Wait, he's sliding like he's warping to places. How's he? I think we're having a connection issue. Sorry, keeping eyes on him. You see that? Like he skipped across the sky. You looking at me? Looking at him? Looking at me? Looking at him? Looking at me? How is he doing that? That's cheating. That's good. The timing is off. The calibration is not good for this match because he's skipping around like that, and his timing is off. You can't read his hits. You can't, or at least I can't. I don't know if I'm having a internet issue or what. See him slide like that? He's sliding. That's normal, almost. He kind of skipped at the end.
Remember the finger snapping LOL, emoji happy tears.
Oh man, I hate the finger snap. That sends me through the roof. Who died? How? See, that's a glitch. It was glitching out. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the finger snap. You snap your fingers, it's going to be the end of the match. Either I purposely will get you killed, or it'll be it. I think you thought that was hilarious because I was like, I'm not your dog, I'm not your girlfriend, I'm not your mom. Is that what it was? Is that what you remembered me saying? I'm not your dog, I'm not your girlfriend, I'm not your mom.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm an old school I'm an old school roaster from the South, so you know what I'm saying. I go straight for the jugular when I do my cuts. I don't play around a lot. I'll go ahead and I'll bring everybody that you love into the equation. It's been pretty slow. Oh, maybe now it's starting to pick up. You know what I think it is? I think it's the time of day, because now the sun is starting to set where I am. Um, so I think people have had all their daytime fun, and now they got their pizza and the Taco Bell and Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper, and they're ready to get this mess started. I still don't understand how the host died right there. I have to go back and look at that later. Because it seemed like he just spontaneously died, like for no reason. It's the same guy. It's glitching out again. See how it's glitching out like that? No, I can't play. I can't. Nope. I'm gonna have to not play with that. Because you see how his motions kept being real choppy? Like, it's gonna glitch out again when we get into the fight. I'm already gone, so when I get here, I'm gonna get Radagon's attention for them and get Radagon to look the other way so they can run up behind him and smack the dog shit out of him. But I'm not gonna participate. Oh no, I've already left. It already took me out. Let's see if I can though. No, see, he's not even spawning. But yeah, it was something going with the connection. Because even the host's movements were like choppy. Because that's that's a challenge that I cannot really work with because it's too unpredictable at that point. It's like him teleporting around the arena. I can work with that when he's doing it, but that sliding, jumping, skipping through the air kind of stuff, and then phantom hits, like I don't even know how the host got hit that first time. Like, I just can't. Like I said, nothing against the guy. It's just we got a bad connection, and so I don't think I can do it. Let me check real quick. There's one way to find that out is if I look at his or see where he's from. If I can see his profile. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can see his profile. Yeah, see, it says that guy speaks Portuguese in Brazil. So if he's in Brazil, it might be a connection issue on my side or on his side, where because it's international like that, like we're about to get storms where I am, so that could also be messing up my internet. So I don't know. Not blaming anybody. All I'm saying is, if you see that kind of stuff, leave because it's not going to be a fun fight for you. It turns into a real stressful thing. It could be the game doing it too. So I don't know. But I hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend and you have pleasant weather where you are. I know it's been a heck of a lot of storms kind of going through different parts of the world, and a lot of folks have been put in some really bad situations. And I hope you weren't one of them. And if you are, I hope you're making the best of it, the best you can, and you're getting back on your feet. Nothing more disruptive than a natural disaster. I remember being a kid in the South, and we got heavy rains one time that were so heavy that at my grandparents' house, they had, I would say, at least 2.5 feet of water in the basement. Um, and it was a really miserable thing, having to throw away, all of those memories that got wet and all that other stuff. But I said it happens. But I hope everything's well with you, though. Enough about the bad. We're playing at level 125. If you're curious about the build, this is what I look like. This is an intelligence build, believe it or not. And I don't have a wand. I don't have a wand. And so what I use for my magic is this particular weapon here. Oh, let me pull it back up. If you've never seen it before, this is the weapon that I'm using primarily during the fights. And none of my weapons are maxed out. Everything is either level 9 or level 24. So, like I said, believe it or not, this is an intelligence build. Okay. I hope you can move your feet when you get in the match. I've played with this so that Furl Finger he called right there, that guy, he's really not that good. So I want you guys to keep an eye on him because I'm not expecting much from him. Let's see if he's gotten better. He might have gotten better. Take that. Come on. Come on. I'm hit. It's all good. Knew he was going to do it, so it was just like, just wait. Just wait for it. They were trying to be opportunists and run up and do their thing. It's like, go ahead, brother. Look at the consistency of the damage, ladies and gentlemen. Oh! Turn around and hit me. Hit me. Kill him. Kill him. Golly. And so I was playing with one guy, and he was mad because I wouldn't help him because he basically gave up and was standing there. And he was like, "You weren't even doing that much damage." Yeah, my attack doesn't do crazy damage, but it's how often I can do that attack. And so if the fact that I'm doing 1300 and I can hit it 10 times in like 10 seconds, I'm doing 13,000 damage in 10 seconds, right? That's good. Who's using a damn great rune? The host. Where's the host? Nobody knows. Somebody's up there doing some magic. And when I say magic, I don't mean actual magic, but they're doing some good stuff. Busting out. Where are you going, brother? Come back here so I can slice you up and make sushi out of you. Don't you run away from me. Don't you do it. Whoop, I'm in the corner. This is a bad place to be, by the way. If this happens to you, get out of it immediately. Like, move over. Let him do his thing. Woo! Get up inside of his leg like it. I'm gonna get that. Let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get that. Yes. The reason why I want to get it is because it's annoying for people that don't know how to manage it. And so if I can get rid of it out here, it gives them more space to work. Oh, shit. Let him cook. It's not gonna hit. It's like some weapons just don't have the range, or some skills don't have the range, and so that one's one of them. Where are you, brother? I got you. Fire! One time I've seen him shoot that fire in 2 different directions at the same time. That's some cheating stuff. Oh my gosh, look how cinematic this is! What are you gonna do? Swing and a miss! He's gonna grab me. I'm surprised. I was almost out of stamina. Usually he tries to go for the grab attack when he can sense somebody's out of stamina. It's for me. No, come on, come on. 2, 3, 4, and the spin. Yeah, and the host is dead. Just like that. Gave up the whole match. All you had to do was just get the hell out of the way, and you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. Because he was such a lush that he waited all that time until the Elden Beast only had a little bit of power left, and he wanted to get the last hit so that he could feel proud of himself for doing nothing the whole match except for one hit, and he effed it up. I was going to say the word, but I need to quit because YouTube likes to censor my voice. because he got greedy and he was being an opportunist, and the game punished him for it. The end. It's like, if you're going to stand still that long and do nothing, then just stand there that long and don't do nothing. But you see those evasion skills? Oh my gosh, this Albaneric got skills. He should play for the NBA. He's a FIFA Albaneric. This guy can do all kinds of crazy kicks. Like, he can do a bicycle kick in soccer. It's like, you don't get looking like him just by eating salad, by the way. It's that same furl finger, but a different host. Doing all that swinging and hitting. Say, once you do that when you get inside of the match, won't you do that same thing when you fight? And that's why I don't drink. They don't realize that, like I said, once you start casting those spells, the clock starts. And some of them things you only got like 30 seconds for, some of them you got 60 seconds, some of them you got 90 seconds. And you doing all that stuff after you cast, why did I throw that? Got it! See, my trick to beating Radagon is I wait for him to make a mistake, like, and then I take advantage of it. See, that's a mistake. He missed again. I'm gonna punch him in his face. Bam! Let me have that. Let me have all of it. Oh, again. You gonna get that guy though? Maybe not. Nice. Ah, I should have jumped. It's okay. He missed. I swung and I missed. Radagon's mad at me. I missed. It's all good. Got him. No. Thought I could. That's fine, brother.